Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, the time has come for my top 10 best list of 2016. And there are a couple things to know before going into this video. First off, I did not see every single movie that came out this year. Most notably Hacksaw Ridge and Moonlight. I was dying to see those two movies. But the local theater that I always go to did not play those films. They took it out after one day and they were like, nah boy, they ain't here. Get your ass out of here. So I was like, okay, I see how it is. So I didn't get to see those movies. Second, grades do not matter. There could be a film that had an A- that's above a film that had an A+. And the reason for that is because I grade each films differently depending on what they were able to accomplish. And third and most importantly, these are my personal picks. In my own humble subjective opinion, these are the films that I believe are the best of 2016. And if you don't agree with me, that's completely fine. You are entitled to your own opinion. Everybody is, because film is subjective. And if you don't agree with me, please let me know down in the comments below what is your top 10 films of 2016. Or hell, make a video, because guess what? You guessed it, everybody's doing it. So enough of that. Let's start off the list with number 10. Number 10. Coming in at number 10 was a film that I recently saw, which was Fences. Now I know a lot of you haven't heard about Fences. It's in theaters for a limited time only, and the film was directed by Denzel Washington, and I really enjoyed the film because of its dialogue. It felt real. All the characters, the interactions, like, hey, this is just something that everyday people would say, but it's not boring. The performances by Denzel and Viola Davis are amazing. Those two performances alone is worth the price of admission. These two should go up for the Oscars, especially Viola Davis, because she killed her. Number 9. Coming at number 9 is Zootopia. Now here's the funny thing. I wasn't really looking forward to Zootopia. I was like, oh my god. Here we go. Another animated movie with more talking animals. Great. Let's see how this turns out. And I was caught off guard. I really loved this film. One of the best things I love about this film is its message. Also too, I love in the film there were some jokes that some of the kids would not get and mostly the adults would get. And I was like, hey, that was pretty clever. The film actually did a good job in building a good story. Zootopia definitely caught me by surprise and is definitely the best animated film of the year. Number 8. Now, I didn't get to review a lot of the films on this list because I simply did not have the time. And for number 8, one of those films was Hell or High Water. One of the best things that the film does is like, it makes you go, okay, I know what the characters are doing. It's wrong, but isn't it justified because of the situation that they are put in? And the writing in this film was really well done. Everything about the film just felt real. Whenever the characters talked to each other, it was real. Nothing was Hollywoodized. And when it came to the action scenes, like some of the gunfights, it wasn't Hollywoodized, you know, there was no shaky camera or grand explosions. When it came to the ending, it was like, holy crap, you're at the edge of your seat. And the way the film ends, you're like, whoa, that's a really good ending. Number 7. Coming at number 7 is 10 Cloverfield Lane. One of the best things that this film does is that Dan Trachtenberg, the director, is able to build so much tension, so much drama in one setting. And the performances from Mary Elizabeth Winstead, John Gallagher Jr., and especially John Goodman were all great. The last 15 minutes of the film isn't as strong as the rest of the film, but even the 15 minutes is still enjoyable to see. The rest of the film was able to build so much suspense and great drama between these characters. Number 6. Coming at number 6 was a film that I just recently saw, and that film is La La Land. I'm gonna be quite honest, I was like, you know, not really that interested because I'm not a fan of musicals. Because with most musicals, I'm like, okay, that was a cool song, but the rest of them, pretty forgettable. With La La Land, almost every song I really enjoyed. And while the story of the film is like, okay, we kind of seen this before, it's the way the story is told is what makes it unique. Definitely the performances from Ryan Gosling and especially Emma Stone were really amazing. Those two really killed it, especially when they came to the singing. Number 5. Alright, we're getting down to the top 5 films of the year. Coming in number 5 is Rogue One, a Star Wars story. One of the things I really love about Rogue One is giving us an original story for Star Wars. And since it's a war film, it's able to give us a lot more grittiness that we haven't seen in Star Wars since An Empire Strikes Back. Definitely Diego Luna, Donnie Yen, Jiang Wen were some of the standouts for me. Those 3 characters I really loved, and Felicity Jones gave a great performance. And while her character, yeah, could have had a little more development, but there was enough in there to me like, okay, yeah, I can stand by this character and care enough. And to me, in my personal opinion, it has the best Darth Vader scene because it just shows how scary and badass Darth Vader can be in just a short amount of time. Number 4. Coming in number 4 is gonna be a controversial pick. I'm not expecting people to kill me, but there are gonna be people like, the hell, bro? But you know what? I love the film. Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice, the Ultimate Edition. Hence why I put the Ultimate Edition poster. Let me explain before you go all apeshit on me. I will never ever watch the theatrical edition of BVS because that is a film that Warner Brothers cut down, and it wasn't Zack Snyder's vision. Once I saw the Ultimate Edition, I was able to see a lot more of the theatrical cut's problems. Now, if you really hate BVS, you really hate it, I don't think the Ultimate Edition is gonna change your mind. But if you're one of those people that's like, man, I thought BVS was whatever, I think the Ultimate Edition will make you go, you know what? I actually kind of enjoyed this film more. The film, in my opinion, did a good job in giving us the best Batman so far. Ben Affleck, the best Batman we've ever had, and giving us an enriching Superman story. You're seeing Superman's struggles. This film puts our heroes, the heroes that we love, in the real world. And I know some people will say, Zack Snyder hates Superman. Lex Luthor, oh my god, he's nothing like from the comics. Batman never killed in the comics. Newsflash, you actually read the comics, you will understand that the film is taking so many elements from the comics. Besides Watchmen, I think BVS is right up there with the most beautifully shot film. Has beautiful cinematography. And also too, if you're gonna say, oh, the Martha moment though, go watch Cinema Wins video on everything great about BVS, and he explains perfectly why the Martha moment works. If you don't want to watch it, you just want to say, oh no, it sucks, okay, that's fine. And I know you're probably thinking, oh my god, look at this dude. He put BVS as number 4 on his top 10 best list of 2016. And you know what I have to say about that? I simply do not care. That's right. I love this movie. Number 3. Alright, now we're getting down to the top 3 films of 2016. Coming at number 3 is The Nice Guys. The Nice Guys was a severely underrated film that came out this year because it didn't make back its money, which is a damn shame. You have 2 amazing performances from these main leads, Russell Crowe and Ryan Gosling, Ryan Gosling, this is probably up there with his best performance. His comedic timing's on point, he's hilarious, but also too, he's able to give a lot of nuances for his dramatic scenes. And you say, okay, yeah, his character's in a lot of pain. And Russell Crowe, he plays an intimidating detective really well. The chemistry between the 2 main leads is what makes this film work. Never does the comedy take away from the tension. And the film has so many twists and turns, like, whoa, I was not expecting that. It really keeps you on the edge of your seat. Number 2. Now we're gaining number 2. Number 1, number 2, I was like contemplating, should I put this as number 1 and this number 2? Contemplated for a little bit, but I will say this. Coming in number 2 is Arrival. Denis Villeneuve gives us another fantastic film. And Arrival, ultimately what its message is really powerful, and it came out at the right time. And then you have a powerful performance from Amy Adams, Jeremy Renner, and Forrest Whitaker, but Amy Adams is the one who really carries this film. And what I love about the film is that there's enough in there for extreme film lovers to discuss about, and for the average movie-going audience, they can enjoy it for what it is. One of my favorite directors working today. Cannot wait to see what he does for Blade Runner 2049. Number 1. Finally, number 1. My favorite film of the year is Nocturnal Animals. Nocturnal Animals was a film that I recently saw, and I can't get it out of my head. I haven't seen Tom Ford's first film, but definitely with this film, from what I saw, I cannot wait to see what he does next, because he really did a great job with this film. The performances, especially in my opinion, Jake Gyllenhaal really does a phenomenal job in this film. There is a part in the film where I'm like, damn, I see the emotion from his eyes. And then we have another Amy Adams film. She does a fantastic job. And also Michael Shannon is just entertaining to watch. The chemistry between him and Jake Gyllenhaal that develops over the film as it gets better is amazing to see. And also too, Aaron Taylor Johnson is fantastic in this film as well, because he plays a serial killer, and just the way he interacts, the way he moves his body, it's just amazing to watch. The way the film is set up, and the more you think about it, and especially the end, you're like, wow, the film is just clever in every way. That is why Nocturnal Animals is my favorite film of the year and is #1 on my top 10 best list of 2016. So guys, those are my picks for the top 10 best films of 2016. What should I think of my list? Do you guys agree with it or you guys disagree with it? And if you disagree with it, please let me know in the comments below what is your top 10 best films of 2016. Again, film is subjective. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion. And once again, guys, thank you so much for another great year on YouTube. Thank you for, liking a lot of my videos, commenting. I always love it when people comment. Thank you once again for taking the time out of your day to watch my video. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, have a nice day.